every time because I think I record and then it's like, no, bitch, you didn't press the button.
Yeah.
Press the button. Okay. Okay. Nice to meet you, Tylon.
Nice to meet you for the first time.
First time. Yes, I love it. First question, what's a sex controversy you believe in?
A sex controversy that I believe in.
Yes.
And I want to say beforehand, this is not homophobic. It's homo supporting.
Okay.
I think straight people need to stop doing gay stuff.
Gay stuff like what?
I think like people need to stay off the homosexual mainlands. They need to let gay people have their stuff because they're muddy in the waters. I feel like for everybody, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because I understand that it's all like fluid.
Right.
But you can't be like out in the streets.
Presuming to be one thing, and then the whole time when you get checked, you get a little,
you know what I mean,
little aggressive, or you be like, "What?
We gotta
assume that?
We gotta get people back in their roles. Like I don't like the new wave of like men being like, oh no, I ain't gonna chase no woman.
Way into their feminine.
Yeah, being like, oh yeah, you know, I'm the prize, I'm the this, and, you know, I'm out here getting pegged, and it's like if you getting pegged for show, but I feel like we gotta put a red dot on your forehead like Hindus or like some sort of scarlet letter. Because it makes it hard for fashionable, opinionated men like me. Because when we get around me and they be like, "Oh yeah, you know, so I'm gonna peg this nigga." No, I'm just kind and empathetic.
That's crazy.
And then like, I feel like for women, it's fly to be like, "Oh, gay and whatnot, oh, lesbian and whatnot."
Okay. So you were basically saying that there is a double standard as far as when it comes to men and women being involved in homosexual.
Yes.
Situations.
Because it's like women will be like fake gay, but if I bring up a threesome, it's so you thinking about other bitches? Like, no, I thought you were like this too. You were gay at the club. When I met you were gay as hell.
So I learned recently. Someone asked me, "Was I gay for the stay?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Gay for the stay." I only heard Pillow Princess.
Yeah.
And it was like, I said, "Break that down to me," because someone actually offered. They asked me for like if I would be okay with a threesome, and they was like, "So are you gay?" And I was like, "They was like, are you gay or are you gay for the stay?" And I was like, "Gay for the stay? What? They
called you a mudblood.
Is that what that is?
That's like Hogwarts reference.
Oh
yeah.
Harry Potter. Okay, so back to the question. Okay, so my sex controversy I believe in is that there should be a Yelp review for dick, honestly, because at this point, you know, you're new to the city, so I'm gonna give you a quick little rundown as far as what to expect. So as far no, not necessarily.
I was like, wait a minute, what kind of newsletter is this? What did I sign up for?
Not necessarily dick, but more so what the Black creative community has to offer within Nashville.
Okay.
So as far as dating, be aware that the Black Nashville creative community is relatively small. So you may know someone that knows someone that knows someone in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, let's say, for example, I done messed around and hooked up with a guy that my homegirl or my homegirl's homegirl also messed with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, okay, so I wish I would have had. And then on top of that, let's say I had a bad experience with this particular guy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I learned also that my homegirl hit too, and she had a bad experience. So I'm like, I'm honestly down for knowing ahead of time if the dude is working with something magical in his pants or not, then waste my time to actually find out, in a sense, especially if my homegirl already, you know, got the gun on that.
So if a man is out here giving like mid to top tier penis, can you and your homegirl hit the same dude and that be okay? Because it sounds like what your problem is, you don't want to get the peen and it's bad, and then you find out from someone else that the peen was bad, and you was like, bitch, you could have saved me the trouble.
Yeah, most definitely. And then, or so in general, I just rather be like, you know, get the rundown as far as like the whole activity like that I'm about to, you know, jump into. Like, hey, don't even waste your time, sis, because the dick is trash. Dick is, you know, because it's like, it's a lot of work to be telling men, hey, you're not doing a great job out here sexually. Because I feel like other women hasn't told them that yet.
I feel like there's a way to say it. Because I feel like there's a lot of ego in it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like when a woman like tells you to do something or whatever, it might take you out of the moment. But you gotta be locked in and be like, okay, so she's not liking this. But also women gotta stop pretending that they like it. because a lot of times men be doing that same move,
On
and the woman knows that they supposed to be making a noise, and then he be like, "Oh, so this works on everybody," and he think he fucking the streets up because he keep getting pussy.
Exactly, and that's why I say there should be a Yelp review, a quick little demographic of who he is. Also, because like for example, there's already slick like a Yelp review on Facebook where it's like, "Are we dating the same guy?" There's a whole Facebook page. There's a whole Facebook page dedicated to seeing if women are out here dating the same guy in Nashville. Now that's broader than the Black Nashville creative community.
See, my dream is to be on the "Are we dating the same man" page, and somebody be like, "What's up with him?" And it's like at least 3 to 4 women like, "Oh, the penis is magical."
Right? And I can be like, you see what I'm saying? Yelp. You see what I'm saying? And it's like also it helps everyone around. As far as, in a sense, even the man involved, because it's like, oh, okay, so I'm getting 5 stars. You know what I'm saying?
See, that is dangerous because it be messed up when like a man gets put on the page, and then people be like, oh yeah, this guy I was with, he was weird, because women don't know the power that he was weird has in the stratosphere. Yeah, like, they be saying like he was weird, like. Because weird could either mean like he tried to kidnap you, right, or he was picking or he's picking his nose or something.
Right, or he did pick you up at like for the date or some shit. Like, yeah, but you're right, honestly. And there are, I ain't gonna lie to you, there are some women that simply do not care. They will literally read that comment and be like, okay, so what else did he do? Yeah. That's happened before too. And I'm like, bitch, what else he do? It was already explained. If you want him, just I was so quick one time to be like, if you want him, just go ahead and just have him, because obviously what the women are saying about him, regardless if it's bad or good, you don't give a fuck. So it's like, you know, go ahead, shoot shot.
So what are your feelings as far as you and your homegirl dating the same man? You just want to know it beforehand? You just want the review beforehand? Is that what it is?
Honestly, I'm not opposed. I'm not saying that we are, I'm not saying I'm okay with doing it at the same time. Like, you talking to my friend and me at the same time. But like, let's say like a year or so ago or a few months back, you did talk to my friend. And then of course, you had no idea that me and her were friends. But then, you know, me and my friend, because, you know, girls talk, we talked and was like, hey, you know, I actually talked to this man. Or I'm like, damn, you talked to him? I didn't even know. So I'm like, I'm okay with that, because it's like, logically, the shit happens more than... Yeah. Again, going back to Black creative scene, very small. But it's like, you know, I'm not necessarily opposed, but at the same time, it's like, yeah.
It's something to think about. It might be a red flag. It's something that's going to be a thing within your life, especially if you and your homegirl are around each other often.
Yeah, or if we, I ain't going to say we have the same taste, because a lot of me and my friends don't have the same taste. But in a sense, yeah.
See, I feel like as a man, that's the one evil Knievel trick that we all try to get off, is talking to multiple women in the same friend groups, and we all fail miserably, because every man wants to do that. Every man wants to be in a function, and it's these 2 women that you knock down, you feel me? And they cool, and y'all cool, and everybody cool. Yeah. But that turns to a bad thing real quick.
And I think that goes back to like the homie hopper situation. Like, I feel like, honestly, there is a double standard to that when it comes to men and women, because it's like, it's more, I feel like it's more accepted amongst men sometimes, in a sense of like women, because like women do it, it's like, oh yeah, you a hoe, you fucking me and my friend, you are a hoe. But if a man do it, it's like, oh shit, like what
you getting it up?
They both friends, they get up.
Those are the double standards.
That's crazy. But I'm just like, you know, if it happens, it happens. And if I'm not aware, but of course there has been a time where I was aware. That didn't go well. But, you know.
I feel like one of the biggest reasons, especially in today's culture, that people are going to always look at it as a bad thing when women date a bunch of men, is because for the most part, women kind of devalue men. Like, especially like in communication and on the internet. And I understand like these things aren't real people, but these forums have real world implications.
Yeah.
And so when it gets to the point where men have lost their role in society, men have, you know, lost their because I don't know exactly how to phrase
like
what's happening today.
In a sense.
Yeah, it's like, it's all like gross when women think of men like, oh, why would a man be there? Like, or it's even hard to like.
Well, that kind of goes back to the comment you made about the sex controversy you believe in. Like, you're basically saying that you don't want men out here to be painting their fingernails, or be comfortable with that, or wearing like what else do they do? that I'd be like, oh, okay.
Man, just too skinny jeans.
Too
You know what I'm
skinny.
saying?
Honestly,
Crop tops is cool sometimes.
Crop tops are hot. That's an 80s thing.
A loose crop top.
Okay, yes.
You need to be getting off with the emo, with the misunderstood,
or like the jock situation. You got to think about, if you look up certain pictures and stuff from the 80s. That's like that was jock material.
Yeah,
that was jock material.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel you with the too skinny jeans. I'm more so not even necessarily fixated on the homoerotic situation. Just more so, is your nuts okay? Are your nuts okay?
Yeah.
Are they breathing? Like science wise, I don't think that's comfortable for anybody.
It's like a lot of the shit don't be fly. Like when I watch Pop the Balloon, I recognize it all the time. Where men will get on there and you can see, like, if a beautiful woman comes up or if they feel any sort of tension, their first thought is that this is a battle. And like now it's like you versus me. I gotta prove I'm the better bitch. Like, what happened to real boots on the ground misogyny? Like, what happened to not caring about women's opinion at all, to the point where you would never try to talk down to them?
You know what's so crazy? That's still an ongoing thing. It's just they're more sassier with it. They're more sassier. They're like, oh, you want to get sassy? I'm gonna get sassy back.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna add in a little bit of misogyny. Sprinkle that in there. Sprinkle.
The flyest thing you can do as a man is, if like a woman says something to like crack on you or get on your ass or whatever, just, you don't have to agree, but just let it sit in the ether. Like, damn, you on my ass, all right? You got that. You know, emotion, no, because then you win. Because that's what women do with each other. Every time I hear more, situation like woman beef, you feel me? I'm just like, oh my God, it's like 4-dimensional chess with women. They're always thinking about so many things. They're thinking about who they're friends with. They're thinking about who their friends are friends with. They're thinking about, and they're also thinking about who's the baddest in the group. I learned that recently. It's always in their mind who's the baddest in the group. And you, like, if a man comes and, you know what I'm saying, tries to buy one of the person's drinks, it's like the one friend is like, oh, we got to buy all of us drinks. Right. I'm like, ooh, it's a lot of different tensions. Whereas men, we're very simple, as we're supposed to be. Yeah. Until you start adding all this emotional, oh, I don't want to chase no woman because I don't want to blah blah blah, because men don't want to put the ball in their court. But it's fly to get rejected by a woman. It's fly to get your shot up and get it swatted. That's always gonna be fly. It's never not gonna be fly.
You know, it's so crazy. I literally was talking to a female friend of mine who basically wanted to like approach a man but had a little trouble doing so, and I just let her know. I was like, hey, you might as well go ahead and try to shoot your shot if you're interested, because the thing is, what's the worst they can say? And you're a beautiful woman. They might have a hard time even rejecting you, but if they do reject you, at least you try to attempt to show some effort that you were interested. I mean, rejection builds character in a sense. So it's like, and then I hit her with, I've been rejected before. And of course she had a hard time believing that, because, she was like, but you're so, I was like, yeah, I get it. But it's like, it happens. I might not be certain men's cup of tea. They might like soda. So it's like, that's cool. But that, at least I tried. It's like adding it to your resume. Like, what's your experience? Shooting your shot, getting rejected, like have actually not getting rejected, going on date. It's all about dating. No, I feel like everyone's afraid to date, like actually date.
Because people don't really know what dating is anymore.
True.
Because all that talking shit is played out. Here's another problem, and this is where I go back to, like, men need to start getting their roles. Like, you got to start having some balls.
Right.
When you meet a woman out,
right,
y'all hit it off. Y'all get each other the number. Y'all might hang out one time. Y'all might hang out twice.
Right.
Stop lying to that girl like you don't got other bitches.
Yeah.
Stop being like, I fell asleep, when you know you just knocked somebody down. It's always fly to be like, I was just on a date with somebody.
Yeah.
Because that's what dating is. It's supposed to be you coordinate. Now the problem is, people are too horny out here. And then they don't know how to just
separate
dip their toe in. Like, let me hang out with this brother for a month or two before I give him everything. The flesh do be weak.
The flesh be weak.
And so that makes dating hard too. But you can't be afraid to tell that woman that you're sexually active, because really that's gonna make her want you more at the end of the day.
True. And she's gonna be like, damn, what bitch are you talking to?
And that's always fun.
But I feel like that'd be fun too. But I'm hoping it would never turn into a Issa and Daniel situation. That's kind of like, that's a lot. It
would be dope to have a situation like, what's the show Three's Company? That's really that's really my dream. Is to be living in the house with 2 other women, because having in my past as a broke nigga, staying with Shawty, and Shawty got a roommate, and it's a snow day, or you know what I'm saying? They both in there cooking. You getting a good meal, and you hanging out with some women. What?
It just sounds like it's the upper hand on you, because it's like I can't see that being like me staying with two dudes.
Nah.
Then again, I don't know. That's different.
Well, no, you wouldn't want to do that, but you could hang out with a woman and a man.
Right.
I'm a cool ass nigga.
Because feminine energy hits way different than masculine. Like we turn house into a home type situation. So it's like,
house be clean. They got dumbass amenities, like
random shit, random useful shit.
I'm like, damn, like what's some useful shit women will care about? Like the little salt they put on the carpet. A nigga don't never think to buy the salt for the carpet. You know what I mean? Women be having shit like what women be having? What's some of those women be having?
Like a spray bottle for like cooking oil.
Yeah, spray bottle.
Instead of just having the bottle of oil, you put it in the spray bottle. It makes it easier to come out. My roommate.
Women be at Target thinking about all that shit.
Yeah, like or just be on Temu or Shein
or Temu. Like, I got some command strips. I've been using Thumbtack since I moved in, but thank you for the command strips.
Or picture frames.
Oh, a picture frame.
They be like, nigga. I got these frames with these posters that you have. And it's like, shit, I just been taping them up.
Man, you just turned this on into the Buckingham Palace. I just been putting paper on the wall. You gave me a frame?
That's crazy. Or like an instant holder even.
An instant holder.
Even an instant
I just put the instant holder in the water bottle.
That's crazy.
Just put some little water. Just put some water.
Ashtray, put it onto the side. Be like, I just put it right there.
Y'all got ashtrays. I just been using plastic cups.
That's crazy.
Matter of fact, I just been using the table and cleaning it up afterwards. I've been using paper plates, paper towels for the ashes.
See, feminine energy hit different.
Feminine energy.
Be like,
shout out to the women out there.
It's like, let's work smarter, not harder. I feel like they're a little add-in can help ease the week, maybe the month, as far as living at this spot. So I definitely feel that money, that kind of affects everybody. It's not even just a one thing. But then again, I've always heard like broke men get the best dick, get the best sex. And I'd be wondering like, damn, what is that tied to exactly? Like, and you explain it simply, that's all they have to offer. They don't have nothing else.
You know, when a song drops or a good performance drops and they be like, ooh, her rent was due. That's what that is. Rent was due.
Rent was
fuck is you talking about? I'm about to do all that dumb
shit. I put my best in. I come out like a boxer. I put my best in.
Man, what?
You know, it was a few rounds I felt like I couldn't make it through, but then we,
come on, I bought new boxing gloves. The hell is what?
That's hilarious. Okay, thank you so much. You have anything else you want to say to people out there?
Hey man, stop being gay. Stop being gay. Unless you gay.
It's supposed to be a balance.
If you be bi.
Yeah.
Be bi. Be on some bi shit. Like be on some like it's a whole lot of bi shit going on.
With that too, because a lot of black women don't really care for black men being bisexual. And then a lot of gay people don't really care for men being bisexual either. They feel like, you gotta choose, and no, you can't be bisexual. Only women can be bisexual, and it's like
that's understandable because you can't be attracted to everybody. Like, cause the thing is,
pansexual.
Nah, hell no.
Pansexual, listen, you can get it. Anybody can get it.
It's worrisome.
Pansexual is broad. It's not even just men and women. It's non-binary. It's transsexuals. It's
now I'm thinking about everybody. Now I don't know who you. Now I don't know who you want to fuck. Yeah. Hell no.
I gotta be aware. Imagine dating somebody that's pansexual.
I can't live like that.
It's one thing to be worried about a man being bisexual, and you're thinking, he gonna cheat on me with a man, or he gonna cheat on me with a woman. And think about dating somebody that's pansexual. They could cheat on you with anybody.
My dog, what's going on, brother? Thank you, sir. God bless me. Yeah. Yeah, but that's fly though. That's a good clip. That's a good clip.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. It's perfect. Thank you. But yeah, like dating somebody that's pansexual, you gotta worry about anybody, everybody. I ain't never thought of that until just now. Like, damn, that's a risk. That's a high risk, actually.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I need to know. I need to look around and know. I can't be like, it's just a certain vibe I'm attracted to, and when I see it on somebody, hell no. Put your boots on the ground. Pick one.
Yeah,
this is America. Okay. You got to know when to be a bigot. I'm sorry. You got to know when to oppress. You got to know when to subjugate someone.
But we're not gonna do that to the gay community.
No, I'm not gonna do that to the gay community. I'm gonna do that to the straight community.
Oh, okay, got you. Because they doing too much as far as stepping in.
I'm gonna subjugate these straight niggas.
Okay.
The gay people don't know what y'all doing over there. You know what I'm saying? It's raining, man.
That's cool. That's cool. Y'all mind y'all business. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Wave y'all rainbow flag.
Yeah, I know some. I speak some gay. Clock that T and all that. I speak gay. Shout out to my gay brothers and sisters. I got Google Translate in my phone if a gay person approaches me when I'm working my customer service job.
That's crazy. What other gay terminology you know?
What other gay terminology I know? Eat.
Okay.
Let's see.
He ate that.
Ate that. Okay. What other gay person that I know? Hold on, wait. I was gonna say period, but that's women.
No,
here's the thing that makes it tricky. Okay. A lot of gay people just be acting like black women. They just be like, really, "Hey y'all, my name is Keisha," and I'm like,
"So is it really gay coolisms or is it black women?"
Black women shit. Honestly.
Yeah, okay, I understand that.
But black women just love the gays so much because they be doing their hair.
Not even that. I just feel like I don't know, having a gay best friend, whether they're male, female, non-binary, it just hits. It hits different. It's like, yeah, the fun is just, fun of the sun. Limits don't exist.
I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? I can shake ass on you. You can shake your ass on me.
Because it's non-threatening penis. Like it's penis, like it's neutral penis.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about you trying to fuck me later.
Yeah. Because a hard dick is like a threat.
Oh, most definitely.
You can't even put a hard dick on a R-rated movie.
Absolutely not. You can't.
Hard dick has implications.
Yeah, it's like he's dangerous.
Yes.
He has something going on.
Yes.
Especially black man. Everybody's in shambles.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck? What you doing with that? What you about to do with that?
Even white men are worried about hard black penis.
They are.
I don't know where that came about. No. Well, I know where it came about. It had to be,
Slavery.
Centuries and centuries. But what was happening?
Slavery.
Like what was it like when they?
Do you not understand barrier breaking? Yeah, when they was like having the men, forcing the men sleeping with women, making them get pregnant and whatnot, or castrating them. Yeah, they was jealous. They're like, oh, you ain't gonna have this no more. Snap.
Yeah.
Sorry,
damn.
Too much.
No, that's what happened. They was eating us. They was probably eating the penis.
They were.
I heard that they ate Nat Turner's penis.
The term "eat that dick up" is totally different with that viewpoint. Eat that dick up. That's crazy, and that's probably where that comes from.
That's my sex controversy. I don't like getting my dick ate up. Be nice to my penis. All that extra shit, bitch. You better not sneeze on my dick. I am a man of God. Don't you ever in your life try that again.
Yeah, I can see that. When you like, what? Eat that dick up.
Lost your motherfucking mind.
Like, imagine you hooking up with a white female, and they be like, about to eat that dick up. You know what?
I'm somebody's son.
I'm technically, at this point, turned off because my ancestors clicked in and was like, that don't sound too great. It just, as soon as somebody would be like, I'm about to eat you up, I'm like,
my great
it's like a timeline that's going through my head of like slavery, and then it's like people get killed, and I'm like, actually, I'm gonna go ahead, and that's why I feel like I have a hard time dating outside my race too, because I'm like, it's just certain things. First of all, as a black woman, I can't really explain to you. I don't feel like I should have to explain to you. You should just know. And then on top of that, it's like, imagine a white man going down on me. I'm like, I'm like instantly, your ancestors used to eat us. I can't do this. You about to eat me? I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. Like, but that's a whole nother can of worms to open up on conversation wise.
You should ask somebody else that question, like how they feel about a white person eating them up based off of what happened to Nat Turner.
Some people don't know that Nat Turner got ate.
They're gonna be like, who is Nat Turner?
Some people don't even know that exactly. Some people don't even know who Nat Turner is, let alone that he got caught after doing his rebellious act.
Yeah. Niggas don't be knowing a lot.
They don't, history wise. That's why shit fucked now.
How you feel about dumb niggas?
I prefer not. Honestly, I cringe every time a man say something dumb. Like, for example, a man saying women just pussy. I'm instantly like, I'm like, what do you mean by that, sir? So you telling me your mom? I'm throwing familial shit in there. I'm like, your mom is just pussy.
A lot of them do feel like their mama just pussy. A lot of niggas hate their mama.
A lot of niggas hate. Oh my god, it started with y'all.
I used to have a situation where I was at odds with my mom, and it made me not respect women because my parents were divorced, and I never knew why. And I remember when I asked my dad, I was like, "Oh, why'd you and mom break up?" And he said, "Oh, I had some friends she didn't like." Turns out the friend was my mother's best friend and maid of honor. And he was knocking a bit down, and that's why they stopped being together.
Your mom had a very valid reason.
But my whole life, I thought that she just didn't like his male friends. I was like, Mom doesn't want you playing Madden with Cedric. Why are women so unreasonable?
She didn't want him playing Twister with Khadijah.
But it's like it's something in men where like they have a lot of hate for the women in their life because they love them, but they love them as something that is something that's objective and fragile. Like, oh, my grandma, I miss my granny. Oh, my mama worked so hard. My mama, blah blah blah. Like they don't really see them as people in the world. They don't see the other black women they see or the other women in general as someone in their family because just like these, that's mom, that's grandma. Yeah. These are good women because these are the women that raised me.
I love them. I love them unconditionally. Y'all, I don't know about you hoes. I don't know if I can even love y'all. And it's like, damn, what the fuck did I do? What did I do? I just, hello, how you doing? You hoes don't need shit. Oh, okay. All right. Good note. Remember that. Clocked it. Clock. Honestly, that's a great question. Dumb men, no. I feel like I'm considered a sapiosexual. I get more turned on from the intelligence of a man.
So you a sapiosexual and a pansexual?
No, I'm not pansexual.
Oh, you're not pansexual. I thought you was vouching for it.
I'm boring. No, I just I'm all for whatever on the sex spectrum.
You never went clam diving.
So you gay for the stay?
Yeah, gay for the stay.
I'm gonna be frank. Yes, I have, and it was cool for the moment. But am I romantically invested, sexually even invested in women? Nah.
But you
strictly dickly.
Okay, that's understandable.
I need testosterone. I need to take off the masculinity belt and let someone else hold their jeans up with it type shit. I want to be out here dilly dallying.
So you couldn't see yourself in a romantic relationship with a woman?
Oh, that's a great question. Because I know a lot of women that are gay. I have a lot of gay female friends that maybe I could be with, but it's like realistically, I don't want to hurt no one by being like a pillow princess or not even being 100%. Because I know that if a nigga ain't 100% with me, it's like, what we doing?
Right.
What we out here doing? We just fucking? Okay. I can get that elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or I can do that myself. I want somebody that's interested in me.
So a pillow princess is somebody that's just around for
no. So a pillow princess is basically someone who hasn't necessarily came out as gay, but is down for getting munched on by a gay individual.
Okay.
Yeah, like doing things of that nature with a gay individual.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And gay people don't like that.
No, they don't. Okay, so imagine. What's a great analogy for this?
Because it's just like because my view of pillow princess was just a woman that's lazy in bed. But I guess in the context of like gay, it's just like I'll eat your pussy, but you won't eat mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand why they would be upset.
Pretty much.
Unless y'all had a throuple going on.
Yeah, and that's kind of hard in a sense. That's kind of hard in a sense, I feel.
Why?
As far as a woman and man? Because, I mean, somebody might get a little bit more insecure than the other.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Some might not want to share. Some might get jealous. Some may think that as far as comparing, they don't equip or have the equipment to go against the other individual. But it's like, yeah.
That's pretty hot.
Honestly, I'd rather just keep myself to one individual. Or I'll just be out here just dating if I'm single, of course. Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah. That's what you want to?
I don't think I could do that polygamy shit. I think that's just dumb. I think I don't know exactly what I feel about it, but
you're gonna have to have bank. That's what I feel.
it's not even that. Even if I was rich, like I wouldn't want, just because of what you said, one person gonna be insecure. I'm gonna have to constantly be
reassuring.
I'm gonna have to be HR. You know what I mean? Because I can only imagine like the little instances of like women beefing in the household.
all of something minimal, like something small. Like,
unless we can get a mud wrestling tank in the garage,
that's crazy.
and y'all can settle it like that. Then maybe I can do polygamy. Then maybe that's dope. Like, all right, you feel like you don't have no equipment needed.
Why mud?
Oh, it could be oil. Well, no, that's Diddy. Well, let's see. Damn, Diddy really fucked up baby oil, huh? You can't do shit with it. Used to be cute to oil your gin up like, oh yeah, baby, this is nice.
First of all, oil is not, well, baby oil, natural body oil, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like avocado oil, what's that one? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Joboa. I can't. My pronunciation's off.
Listen,
J-O.
Listen, I grew up in the church. I don't know what a boa is. I was like, huh? A boa?
I'm mispronouncing it. Okay, so quick rundown. I seen on your Instagram page how you were talking about the ass ratio. Like, that's on Instagram that's happening right now.
Yeah, it's too much ass on Instagram.
Yeah, do you think that's really female, like women's fault? Like,
yeah, I think it's everybody's fault.
Okay. Because I mean, you were going deep into the whole critique as far as like.
Let me show you something.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you my
because the algorithm never lies. So if you searching things,
I'm gonna show you my not interested tab.
Okay.
This is everything that I hit not interested on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's coming. Not interested. Not interested, right? Trying my best. Not interested.
Trying your best.
Let's look at my explore page. I
ain't really seen nothing.
Look.
I'm expecting some cheeks to be like.
It was cheeks. It was cheeks and titties and. You know what I mean? But this is how they get that shit out. They be like, "Oh, I'm making workout content." You feel me? And it just be a bitch naked in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Men do that too.
Men do that.
There's a man that is an artist who literally makes art, shows their art, and then next thing you know, you'll see the print of his dick in his boxer or his pants.
I'm glad it's not on my algorithm. I rebuke that.
I would be confused. But then it's like it's a tactic. Because I've done it before too, as far as posting certain things on Instagram. The views go up, whether it's nudity, something like damaging to the psyche, or something like harmful in a sense. It goes up. The views go up. People love it.
I feel
it. And if the views go up on that, then I could be able to post or repost someone else's content or even my own, and that gets more views. So I feel like it's a strategy that people picked up on.
So I'm not saying that I think it's inherently wrong for somebody to post pictures of their body in order to get engagement, which would lead to money.
Right.
What I think needs to be taken note of is that this is the first time in human history that any man has had to interact daily with this many bad bitches.
That's not our fault.
It's not your fault. It's everybody's fault.
Okay.
Well, if it's not your fault, whose fault is it?
I feel like it's kind of relatively the men's fault. I'm not gonna hold you.
How's it the men's fault?
Because first of all, think about how the BBL culture even excelled. A lot of men prefer a big ass and all that.
True.
The BBLs in a sense.
True.
A lot of men like BBLs, honestly. They say they don't. They say they offer the naturalness, but then it's like, I've also been in a strip club setting, and I've seen different. I've heard different. They actually glorify the BBLs more than the natural body, and it's like, and that's what gets more attention in a sense. So it's like the ones that aren't BBL'd up, they're like, okay, so what can I do to capitalize on that interest? Maybe I can just, work out and show similarities as far as BBL and show that. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it's like, yeah.
It's true.
Same thing with like
it's true.
Also a comparison, like as far as like some cooking videos I've seen from men. I can't think of his name, but it's this white guy, Asian. I can't tell the demographic exactly what he falls under, but he be out here cooking his ass off. But then in between the cooking, he does like some very erotic shit, and I'd be like, I'm stuck. I want to keep going. I want to keep watching to see what you're gonna finish.
See there?
But your dick print is showing on the camera.
It's that
What
shit.
am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with that? Like, what am I? You know it. And see, the thing is, men have caught on to that too.
Mm-hmm.
They see like, oh, okay, so if women doing it and they're getting engagement, let me try to mix in pleasure with business type. You know, it's literally that mixing pleasure with business. So it's like, let's see what that gets off, because they know it works. It works. Not saying that should be the only thing that's shown nowadays, because it's like, okay, that's tiresome. Let's mix it up. Let's see something else. But that's how that's honestly how I feel.
I agree, and I don't think that anybody should be regulated into how much ass they can have and or show.
In a sense, yes and no, because motherfuckers see purrs and they think that shit on social media they see is tied into the real world, and it's like, no, not necessarily. Real world shit, everybody's not out here doing all that. So, yeah. Fair point though.
It's hard.
But I feel like it's still men's fault.
So we might have perpetuated it with BBL culture and all that.
Think about rap music.
And rap music and video vixens and who we put in the forefront. We're gonna put the fake ass in the forefront because we value the fake ass. I'm gonna pay Black China to have a fake relationship to me because she got the big old fake ass. I'm gonna love Kim Kardashian because she got the big old fake ass. Whoop de whoop.
And they're light skinned.
I understand that, but at what point do women be like, all right,
let's take control?
Men, not let's take control, but men have a lot that they're fighting against as far as like how many bitches there are out here. Let's start to understand that this is a competition.
Yes.
And let's start to treat it as such. Because as a man, you got to apply pressure because other niggas that want her. So you got to apply all the romantic pressure, so forth and such. But when it comes to sexual needs, or what's the word? What's the word? Whatever the lust, that aspect. Women gotta, yo dog, you gotta up the ante.
Yeah, gotta do something different.
You gotta either do something different or
okay.
You gotta let, especially if you just in this word dating, you gotta let that man do what he do.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. Men typically, any attractive woman, they're like, yes, I would.
Right.
Women, it's a lot more factors, so they don't want to do that. So that's the double standard. That women don't even want to. So when there's a woman that does, it's like, hey, what you got going on? These niggas ain't that fly.
Okay. That goes into like the men can fuck who. What was the saying? Women can fuck whoever they want to, while men fuck who they can, in a sense. Kind of like
yeah.
Because
if you offer if you typically any man in here, you offer him something, he gonna be like, for
hell
sure.
Yeah.
But like if I offer a random woman something, she might be terrified for her life.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
Very true. But it's also about the vibes.
It's like say you walk down the street and every man you see, you just say, let me put this ass on you.
Yeah. 100%.
They might say no.
100%.
A lot of men might say yes.
8 out of 10, they're gonna say yeah.
But if I walk down the street
and put this dick on you,
I'm going to jail.
Everybody looking at you like, get this man. Whose
like
man
I can't get that off. So we gotta start recognizing these things as organisms and start adjusting to it.
So really, men don't need to be falling down in the trap, the honey trap. Or what do you think that should be different? What do you think that should be done differently online in relation to lust or sex? Like, okay, let's say, women or people out here still doing the content baiting and whatnot by like showing some promiscuity within their content, but also exactly what their page is for. What would you want them to do differently?
I think social media algorithms should not be set up to, because this is just capitalism, it's just culture, and it's going to be the way it is. But they shouldn't use lust, anger, sadness, and anguish to fuel the algorithm. They shouldn't push out all this stuff that they know is going to get the strongest emotional reactions that you can get out of the body. So at the end of the day, it's the algorithm's fault. It's the, however the data is structured.
Yeah.
But
and that'd be the irony with that too, as far as doing something like this, simply because it's like, if you're being informational, like if you're showing information on the subject of sex, it's like, I don't even know if I want to watch this for real. But if you're on there popping ass, showing ass, they're like, I'm gonna see more of this. I want to see more of this. I want to see what else we got on here. What else is going on? What else she doing?
And because of the way the world is right now and how there's just so many attractive women on Earth versus how many there were 40 years ago, because of the access, because of the access to makeup and gyms.
Okay.
Because of the large volume of attractive women, I should be able to knock down you and your homegirl, and it shouldn't be a problem. Like, it shouldn't be a problem at all. It should be looked at with the same what's the word for boring? It should be looked at with the same mundane effect as like doing your taxes. It should just be like, yeah, he knocked down me and my homegirl.
You honestly out here willing to share coochie? Share dick amongst multiple women that know each other?
I'm not sharing dick because I don't want no helpers of dick.
Okay.
What I'm doing is I'm supplying. Okay. I'm with, because it don't even have to be okay. Let's not say knock down.
Okay.
Let's say figuratively knock down.
Okay.
I should be able to date you and your homegirl.
That's crazy.
At the same time, I should be able to get that off.
So I should be able to date you and your homeboy.
Why would you want to do that? You don't like niggas like that.
Why would you want to do that?
Because women are amazing.
Men can be amazing.
Men can be amazing?
Yeah, in many aspects.
Oh.
I learned a lot from men.
Oh, damn.
Like selfishness, for one.
I operate under the pretense that no woman wants to be bothered ever.
And I operate under the pretense like, oh, men got multiple hoes.
They do.
So it's like, why not have multiple hoes myself?
God, that just doesn't seem.
And your friend can't get
multiple. See, multiple women. That sounds great. Multiple niggas. Oh my god.
Security. Security. No, I don't know.
Hey, I got going on over there.
I just feel like, again, there are many aspects to men that are lovable, that are definitely worth learning about. As a woman, of course. But yeah. But all in all, it's about me. They're caring about me.
I'd rather a 9/11 happen in my house than share some pussy.
That's crazy.
I'd rather an airplane fly into my home.
And see, that's crazy because you want to talk about women being insecure. That shows signs of insecurity.
Sure do. Sure is.
It shows signs of insecurity.
Fuck out of here.
You're not able to share, not able to play well with others.
You getting some furious, hardcore, take no nonsense dick, and I'm giving you this
lovey-dovey sensualness.
Nah, son. I kill that nigga and you. I kill all of us. I Chris Benoit.
I kill all of us.
I kill everybody.
Right. But no. Wow, we done went left completely.
Yeah.
On the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This your longest episode?
Honestly, yes, it is.
Turn up.
This is the longest episode I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because some people just be like, I'd be like, yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and separate. Thanks.
Yeah, nigga be boring.
Not even that. No, people don't be boring.
Oh, they be wilding?
They be turned.
For real?
Now, I've had last interview I did. He was a contortionist. Do you know what a contortionist is?
Like with the body?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm talking about a famous contortionist, like being on America's Best Talent type shit. He tried to cop a feel. And I'm like, hey, I know you French and I know you African. But know that if I slap you,
he a French and African? That's a horny ass nigga. And he was contortionist. That's the horniest nigga of all time. No, of course he copped the feel.
To the point where he told me like, yeah, I can.
Of course he copped the feel. You caught.
Yeah, it was like a, and I was like,
that nigga was pure specimen.
Anything else?
No, man. God bless America.
God bless
Feed all the children.
Feed all the children.
Keep God in your life. Kiss a baby.
Kiss a baby.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you gonna live when you ain't right with them?
Facts. Lauryn Hill.
You got anything?
No. No.
There we go.
Nothing else to come to mind. Oh, fellas, don't give me mediocre dick. I'm okay. If you know your dick is mediocre, I'm okay.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what is the lowest number where before it's mediocre?
5.
Okay, type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah, I don't want.
If you would have been like 7 or 8, I'd have been like, look, bro.
You like I'm pushing it with the 10.
You ain't giving 7 or 8 every time.
I just feel honestly, if I'm giving 9 or 8, you gotta come through with 7.5 at least, 7 to 10, because then I'm gonna be a little bothered. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell you I might not want to talk to you again. I might have to block you. We gonna see though. Then again, I don't want to see.
If the head good, you're gonna grade the dick on a curve.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Cause if you ain't okay, let's say you ain't got enough, you ain't got a lot down below, but you're a great eater. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm gonna accept that. I'll accept that. That's all I take.